Every big dream starts with a small step. For Rohan, that step was a tiny tea stall on a busy Mumbai street. He was just a young boy with hope in his eyes. His world was simple. It was filled with the smell of boiling tea and the sound of city traffic. Rohan started his day when the city was still asleep. He would light his small stove before the sun came up. His only investment was a few hundred rupees. This money bought him milk, tea leaves, sugar and ginger. He worked hard from morning until late at night. At the end of a long day, he would count his earnings. Sometimes, it was just 200 rupees. It was barely enough to survive, but it was a start. Life on the street was not easy. Rohan was not the only one selling chai. Every corner had a Chaiwala. Each one had their own loyal customers. The competition was fierce. Other vendors had been there for years. They knew the business inside and out. They had bigger stalls and better locations. Rohan's small cart was almost invisible in the crowded market. He had to fight for every single customer. He would call out to people passing by, his voice often lost in the noise. He faced many challenges. The rain would drench his stall. The police would sometimes ask him to move. It was a daily battle for survival, a constant test of his will to succeed. Rohan watched the other Chaiwalas closely. They all made tea the same way. The same old recipe, the same simple taste. He knew he had to be different. He could not compete on price alone. He had to offer something special, something unique. He needed an idea that would make people stop and notice his small stall. This thought kept him awake at night. He realized that just working hard was not enough. He had to work smart. He had to think outside the box, or in his case, outside the traditional tea kettle. The desire to stand out became his driving force, pushing him to find a new path. He felt a sense of determination growing inside him. This was more than just a job. It was his dream. He refused to be just another face in the crowd. He wanted to build something of his own, something he could be proud of. The daily struggle did not break his spirit. Instead, it made him stronger. He learned to be patient and resilient. He understood that success would not come overnight. It would be a long and difficult journey. But he was ready. He was ready to face any obstacle. He was ready to turn his small chai stall into something much, much bigger. His journey had just begun. Rohan decided to experiment. He went back to his small village for a few days. He talked to his grandmother. She taught him about different spices. She told him how cardamom could make tea fragrant, how cloves could add a warm, spicy flavor. He came back to Mumbai with new ideas. He started mixing these spices into his chai. He created a masala chai that was full of flavor. Then he tried something bolder. He added a hint of chocolate to his tea, creating a chocolate chai. Some people were hesitant at first, but soon they loved it. His stall was no longer just a place for tea. It was a place for new experiences. He didn't stop there. Rohan started listening carefully to his customers. He would ask them what they liked. He wanted to know what new flavors they wanted to try. An office worker suggested adding lemongrass for a refreshing taste. Rohan tried it the next day. The lemongrass chai became an instant hit, especially in the hot afternoons. A college student jokingly asked for a pan chai. Rohan took the idea seriously. He worked on it for a week and created a unique blend that surprised everyone. He made his customers feel important. He showed them that their opinions mattered. This simple act of listening built a strong bond between him and his customers. Slowly things started to change. The word about his special chai spread. People started coming from different parts of the city to try his unique flavors. His customer base grew day by day. His daily earnings went from 200 to 500, then to 1,000 rupees. He was no longer just another Chaiwala. He was Rohan, the Chaiwala who made amazing tea. He started saving every rupee he could. He knew that this was his chance to grow. He reinvested his profits back into the business. He bought a bigger cart and better quality ingredients. He wanted to give his customers the best possible experience. His hard work and innovation were paying off. He was not just selling tea anymore. He was selling an experience. He was selling a story of a young boy who dared to be different. His stall became a landmark. People would say, "Let's go to Rohan's for chai." He maintained the quality of his tea every single day. He never compromised on the ingredients. He knew that consistency was the key to keeping his customers happy. His small business was growing steadily, one cup of innovative chai at a time. He was brewing a future for himself that was brighter than he had ever imagined. Rohan's stall became more than just a place to buy tea. It became a meeting point. Students would gather there to discuss their classes. Office workers would take a break from their stressful jobs. Friends would catch up over a cup of his special chai. Rohan knew everyone by name. He remembered their favorite flavors. One adrak chai for Sharmaji, he would say with a smile, and a chocolate chai for the young madam. This personal touch made people feel welcome. They felt like they were part of a community that Rohan had built around his small teacart. He understood the power of reinvestment. As his earnings grew, he did not spend the money on himself. He put it right back into his business. He bought a few plastic stools so his customers could sit and relax. He installed a small, colorful umbrella to protect them from the sun and rain. He even started offering free biscuits with every cup of tea. These small things made a big difference. They showed his customers that he cared about their comfort. His stall started looking more professional. It was no longer just a cart on the side of the road. It was a small, cozy cafe. His reputation continued to grow. He was earning a good income now, but he dreamt of something bigger. He wanted to open a proper shop, a place with proper seating and a bigger menu. He saved diligently for this dream. He worked even longer hours. He hired a young boy from his village to help him. He taught the boy how to make the special chai blends. He made sure the quality remained the same. He was not just a Chaiwala anymore. He was becoming an entrepreneur. He was learning how to manage a business and a team. One afternoon, a man in a business suit visited his stall. He had been watching Rohan for weeks. He was impressed by his hard work, his innovative ideas, and his connection with his customers. The man was an investor. He saw potential in Rohan's small business. He saw a brand in the making. He offered Rohan a deal. He would invest money to help him open his first proper shop. For Rohan, this was a dream come true. It was the turning point he had been working towards. All his perseverance and dedication were about to lead to something truly big. The investor's support was a game changer. With the new funding, Rohan opened his first real shop. He called it Chai Stories. The shop was clean, modern, and welcoming, but it still had the heart of his old street stall. He kept his classic flavors and added new ones. He introduced snacks that went well with tea. The first shop was a huge success. Soon he opened another one, and then another. Within a few years, Chai Stories became a popular chain of tea cafes across the city. Rohan was no longer a street vendor. He was the founder and CEO of a growing company. He never forgot his roots. He made sure that every cup of tea served at Chai Stories had the same quality and love that he put into his first cup on the street. He trained his staff personally. He taught them the importance of customer service. He told them his story. He inspired them to work hard and dream big. His company grew rapidly. What started with a daily earning of 200 rupees had now turned into a business valued at 5 crore rupees. It was an incredible journey, a testament to the power of a simple idea and a lot of hard work. Rohan's story teaches us so many lessons. It teaches us about perseverance. He faced countless challenges but never gave up. It teaches us about innovation. He was not afraid to try new things and be different. It teaches us about the importance of customers. He listened to them and built a loyal community. He showed that you don't need a lot of money to start a business. What you need is a great idea, a strong work ethic, and a focus on solving a customer's need. His journey from the pavement to a multi-crore business is an inspiration for everyone. His success proves that entrepreneurship is not just for people with business degrees or family money. It is for anyone with a dream and the courage to pursue it. It is about finding a problem and offering a creative solution. It is about starting small, learning from your mistakes, and growing step by step. Rohan's story is a powerful reminder that with passion and persistence, anyone can achieve their dreams no matter how humble their beginnings. What are your thoughts on what it truly takes to be a successful entrepreneur?